When you think about footballers who had it all, the style, the insane speed, the absolutely spectacular goals, there's one name that always comes to mind. So today, we're going to break down the career of a true icon, the one, the only Thierry Henry. Let's just get right to it with a pretty bold statement, but it's one you'll hear all the time. Thierry Henry, he might just be the greatest forward the Premier League has ever seen. His name is always, and I mean always, in that conversation, and you're about to see exactly why. Okay, so take a look at this number right here, 228. Right now it's just a number on a screen. But trust me, that number, it defines an entire legacy at one of the biggest clubs in the world. Just keep it in the back of your mind, because we're going to come back to it. But here's the thing. The absolute legend we all remember wasn't always that deadly goal scorer. Nope. His journey to the top was all about a crucial, career-defining change. This right here was the game changer. At his early clubs, Monaco and Juventus, Henry was this raw, explosive winger, just using his incredible pace down the line. But then he reunited with his old manager, Arsene Wenger, at Arsenal. And Wenger, he saw something that literally no one else did. He believed Henry's intelligence and his coolness in front of the goal were just being wasted out wide. He saw a striker, a world-class striker. And that one little shift in position, it unlocked everything. And boy, once he moved into that central role, he didn't just play it, he completely redefined it. The next chapter of his career was just a relentless hunt for records and, of course, goals. So many goals. Hey, remember this number, 228? Well, here's what it means. With a staggering 228 goals, Thierry Henry is Arsenal's all-time leading goal scorer. He didn't just become a striker for them. He became the most prolific one in the club's entire history. Just let that sink in. And this wasn't some flash in the pan either. This, number 4, that's how many times he won the Premier League Golden Boot for being the top scorer in the entire league. That's more than any other player in the history of the competition. It just shows you how unbelievably consistent he was, year after year. But Henry's impact went way beyond just his own stats. He was a leader. And in the 2003-2004 season, he captained his team to what you can only call football immortality. They called them the Invincibles. I mean, seriously, think about that. To go an entire 38-game season without a single loss, that is almost unheard of in modern sports. It takes skill, it takes guts, and it takes incredible leadership. All things Henry brought to the table as the team's absolute talisman. So what made him so unstoppable? Well, it was this perfect storm of qualities. His pace was just electric. He'd glide past defenders like they were standing still. His technique was, well, it was flawless. He could bring any ball down instantly under his control. And his movement off the ball was pure genius. He didn't just run, he'd find these pockets of space that nobody else could see. But look, if we only talk about the stats and their records, we're missing half the story. What really made Thierry Henry an icon was how he played. He had this unique style, this swagger, an elegance that you could spot from a mile away. And this was his signature, his calling card. The Henry finish. Fans knew it was coming. Defenders knew it was coming. The goalkeeper definitely knew it was coming, but they were still powerless to stop it. He'd glide in, open up his body, and just caress the ball into the far corner. It wasn't just a goal, it was a work of art. And his influence wasn't just stuck in North London. After leaving Arsenal, he went to Barcelona and finally won the one major trophy that had been missing from his collection, the Champions League. That really completed the set and cemented his legacy as a global superstar who won on every single stage. And he did it on the international stage too. With France, he won the 2 biggest prizes on the planet, the World Cup in 1998, on home soil no less, and then the European Championship just 2 years later. This proved it. He wasn't just a club legend, he was a world champion. His story with Arsenal even had one last perfect chapter. He came back for a short loan spell in 2012, and of course, he scored a classic emotional winning goal. It was like something out of a movie script, a moment that just proved how deep that bond was between him, the club, and the fans. After he finally hung up his boots, Henry didn't just walk away from the game he loves. He's moved into coaching, and you see him on TV as a pundit, where his sharp analysis and just his deep understanding of football have made him a super respected and influential voice for a whole new generation. So we end right back where we started. We've seen the transformation,
The shattered records, the Invincible season, that signature style. The only question left to ask is this. When we talk about the greatest to ever play the game, just how high up on that list does Thierry Henry belong?